Starting, and we are live, it says. All right. Welcome to my channel, everybody. Live. Sorry about being late. Little baby emergency here. Hope everyone's doing well. How's everybody on the panel doing this evening?
But Dad, I don't want to be a Packers fan.
No,
gonna be a
Motherfucker.
You know it's fucking good for you, you little turd. That's
when
all that we heard before the show went live, everybody. That is all we could hear.
Isn't that a Packers fan by proxy?
Pretty much. And if he's not, guess what? There's the door. Don't let it hit you.
How old is he?
He's 1.5, so he's got plenty of time. I'm not going to make him move out yet, but once he's old enough to tell me he's a fan of somebody else, no.
Yeah.
2 years old, buddy.
You'll get a kick out of this, TJ. Did you see that guy that he got the Dallas Cowboy, the big Dallas Cowboy tattoo, the star on his shoulder, and it said 51 Super Bowl champions?
Yes, I did. Wondering how much. Yeah, you guys had a good season, but there's some things you don't preemptively do. One of them is put permanent ink on yourself before they actually do it.
Yeah, talk about cursing somebody. That's like an automatic jinx, you know?
Unless the guy who did the tattoo said, yeah, I'll do it for free because I think they're going to. And then you both feel like assholes.
You just wait. You get that kid to be 10 years old, know how to mow the lawn and wash dishes. Then if he wants to be a Bears fan, send him on over.
He says, I need another slaver on the house.
How you making out, Fresh? Making any headway?
I'm doing good here. I'm working on this Goon LP. Trying to get it built for the first time here.
Yeah.
Now I'm measuring coils to see what's going to work and what's not here. Should work. I got these quart coils that I really need to put in something.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? If you need something fresh, you could put them in an envelope and then put my address on that envelope.
Oh, okay.
If it's, bothering you, if you're kicking them around, I'll take care of it.
I mean, that's never going to happen, but I mean,
I'm just trying to help you out, brother.
I appreciate your thoughts, but you can go fuck yourself.
That's about what I figured.
So, see, Swag's out in the house, Slayer, Mr. B, D-Man, Nate 38, War Church, Addy Toonies out there. What's happening, everybody? John, hey?
We got some swag out there.
I think there's a double shot of Addy Tooney out there.
There's a double shot. Man, every show, there's a double Fresh 03 going on.
I know.
What the hell? What are you wearing, Meter?
I don't know, some crazy giant Chinese robot.
Fair enough. I mean, if you dig the Gundams, then you got to dig the Gundams. That's all there is to it, Meter.
I dig that first shirt that was cleaned in the closet when I got out of the shower.
Nice. A man with integrity right there, everybody. Meter Vapes.
It's because I'm formal, but I like to party.
That's right.
What's everybody up to this evening? What's new?
Not much. Dripping some key lime pie yogurt, version 2.
Nice.
Awesome flavor.
V2 though.
Yeah, V2. Well, it's got the lime Tahiti in there. So
okay.
it's like it's your recipe. I just named it V2 because it's not pure key lime pie yogurt.
Did I say you could cross streams on that?
You told me to add 1 to 2% lime Tahiti to it.
Oh, okay.
But you know what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to publish it as KLPY version 2.
You can publish it as KLPYB2 if you want.
I
I'll just put a big old explanation. This is Fresh's recipe, not mine. Don't follow any of the other public recipes under my name because I don't know what I'm doing yet.
You do the like dear Addie was going to make Addie's custard. Well, I mean, this appears to be a really simple build. This Goon LP seems like it builds just fine.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
So we got this new person in this panel here.
Who's that guy?
I've seen that fella before.
Where the hell did he go?
Stranger danger! Stranger danger!
For those of you who are out there watching and don't know, special guest for the evening is the one, the only Mr. Haas here. Wanted to have him on here. I see him hanging out in all the chats there, so most definitely a guy I looked forward to getting a chance to have on the show here. So Haas, welcome. Thanks for coming on the show tonight.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
No doubt.
And he comes on. He comes on the DIY show sometimes and soothes the savage beasts that are usually unleashed by all the failure recipes that we have by the end of every episode.
No, we usually have pretty good luck when we're on Saturday morning. We're not doing too bad.
I'm usually raging like this by the end of it, and then Haas starts playing some guitar. And
Yeah, towards the end of the show, we break out the tunes and kind of everybody chills out, grabs their vape and chills.
That's right.
Everybody's singing Kumbaya.
So now that we've got over 20 viewers out in the audience, I just want to do a live poll here and find out, has anybody ordered the broadside from 3F Vape? If so, have they already received it yet?
What a dick.
You may not want to answer this question because Yeti's uncle may come after you.
Yeah, let's see.
We're just trying to see if we can get Yeti to amend his previous email to them and get kicked off of their permanent do not sell to list.
I mean, he already burned Fast Tech. Angel Stigs is next.
So Yeti, let's do another one. Let's raise our hands if we already have the reload. Oh. Dang it.
Yeah, he got it. He got it today with all the rest of them. Wasn't it today that you got him?
Yeah,
I got it yesterday. I got it yesterday. I had somebody text me a question about the Goon LP, and so I'm putting this build in it. I'm going to see what it does.
Oh, TJ didn't get his.
Didn't get my what?
Reload.
No, not yet.
It's getting caught at. Aha. Got you, you little weasel.
Is it already that time? It is. Hey, you motherfuckers. Shit. Wasn't quick enough. Apparently they need to bother you some more when that happens next time, so I can leave you presented a little longer.
Just give it time. I'm sure it'll happen.
I was just hoping it was that early in the show. Would have been a good time then.
Yeti just losing his shit.
I would never do such a thing.
I know you wouldn't. You love your children.
Who said that?
Oh, there's Giancarlo out in the chat.
Giancarlo!
Oh,
Gizzard's still in the chat. Looks like he's sick or something. His emojis look like he's sick.
He's got
You're
the
yakking. Keep that shit.
Let's see if we can interpret this. A doctor took his temperature, put a bandage on his head. He threw up. The doctor blew his nose on Gizzard Stew's underwear and then laughed about it.
And then he became the devil.
Gizzard Stew thinks he's the devil. Got it.
I would say that I could probably vouch for that.
Vaping trumps smoking. Check Twitter. All right.
Mike out there. G is in the house now. Adam Webb. Penn and Callie's out there.
What up, Peen and Callies?
No problem, Giancarlo. Always want to keep on Ducky's good side.
It's the only place to be. She carries a knife.
I heard about that.
Dangerous stuff going on there. Watch what you're doing.
Coming after you. It's a ducky with a knife.
And hers has a real blade instead of a comb.
So, what's everybody got planned for the week? How many people are going to end up going to Detroit there?
We're working on it.
That's every
Everybody
point.
else but TJ. Your uncle's raising his hand. Heck yeah.
Only halfway because I'm not 100%.
You better get your ass there.
I've got the okay.
Going to be quite the crowd.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
It'll be a good time. Good time. Hey, Haas, we can see Haas, we can see if that Brazilian place really is all you can eat or they turn us away.
They see us coming. Good Lord. Feed me, Seymour.
Scrambling to lock the doors. just as the guy gets the key and LIFA gets his hand in. No, sir.
Yeah.
That thing from Jurassic Park with the raptors trying to get the handle.
You can open it and we can go through it. One of the two.
All right.
No, this going in a motion to go through the door. You don't just stop it. So
So, TJ, you're going to show off your new toy?
Well, I guess I can just to piss off Yonko one more time. Did manage to pick up a broadside off of 3F, which Yonko conveniently ordered long before me and still hasn't got his. Thus the reason we asked about that right in the beginning of the show. As you can see, he's quite disappointed. Quite disappointed indeed.
Well, I think what I did wrong is because you ordered one, Giz ordered one. What I did, I think where I fucked up is I ordered a brass and a copper on the same ticket. I think that's because they're like, oh, wait, this guy's cut on to us. So I think that's probably what happened. Because Giz did it smart. He did 2 separate tickets.
Gotcha.
That'll definitely put a ding in your time frame there. Definitely over that 3 to 7 business days they told you.
Yeah, so much to the point that they're saying, we don't know nothing about it. It's still a pre-order.
That color's on pre-order.
Assholes.
Karen Presley's out there.
what up, Karen?
Karen, have you vaped everything that you sent me yet?
I know, right?
Good night. That's going to kill you. That's a whole lot to vape. Have fun.
He just says it's copper. Yet.
Because this copper isn't in.
Oh, it didn't come in.
Oh, well. Don't feel bad. Neither did G's, apparently.
Oh,
Or mine.
You know why mine gets here quicker? Because it goes straight into Chicago. And once it gets to Chicago, I'm only a couple-hour drive away.
Yep.
Only way that I could get there any faster is if I lived in Chicago.
well, you know. It hangs out. That thing hangs out in Chicago every time things get sent to me. It like goes sees what you're talking about, Willis Tower. It has to get a pizza, Chicago dog. And then it decides at the end of the week it's going to ship to me.
You know what probably happens is it probably goes over to Soldier Field, rolls around in all of the Bears fan tears, After it's patinaed a little bit, then it decides, well, maybe I should go get myself cleaned up. Go finds a nice shoe shine. Hops back in its box. Okay, now we'll go back.
Nice.
Rin's laughing at you.
Wow.
Rin's laughing at you, Fresh. You're trying to get that thing figured out.
What's that?
Hey, Rin's
She's
laughing
laughing?
at you, trying to get that low profile done.
This is the Goon LP though. It's way easier to build on than that fucking LP that she sent me.
Yes, Ren. The Goon LP. That's the one I was talking about. I think it's easy as hell to build on.
We got Sasha in here, the big queen.
Sure.
Coming out of the woodworks.
Yeah.
Is Heavy over? He must be over. No,
TJ.
I mean
Go ahead.
I mean it's not a difficult build by any means. You definitely got to watch your coil positioning.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
But I've almost got it already. Just trying to break up a short between the coils here.
Yeah, the length, the lead length is really the most important thing on that.
Yeah, you do have to have pretty short leads, which.
Yeah. Now I found another one today that's similar to that. As you know, when lead length is crucial, that's the Cosmonaut. It's a postless kind of setup where you load it just like that, with both posts straight down, and then bend the leads over, and it's real critical, you know, to the outside or the inside of the barrel.
Gotcha.
Seen
But
Big
it's easy as hell to build though.
I seen Big Lou do a review on that Cosmonaut. Kind of likes it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It did look over drip proof.
I would not go that far. It's got like a 1.5 mil deep juice well, and the airflow holes are real low. So
Gotcha.
yeah, I don't think I would call it drip proof or leak proof or whatever.
Boom. One down, one to go.
I saw some impressive builds out there on the Twisted Mesh that's squared with some flat ribbon.
Yeah.
Flat ribbon going the whole distance there. Those look really nice.
Oh, that's easy. Reload all the way, church. Easy answer. Easy answer.
Oh yeah.
I was kind of upset with the Apocalypse. I was all expecting it to be fucking badass, you know. It's easy to build. It's a piece of cake to build, but that's about as far as it goes. I can't get any decent flavor off of it. I think it's just because that hole's so giant. Even when I cut it down, I can't get very good flavor off of it.
Looks like the Bogan dropped a video on that as well, just lately.
Yeah, he dropped
the
that
Ohmageddon.
earlier today.
His big gripe about it was they advertised it as being able to have the Goon drip tips, and when he got it, it didn't. None of his Goon or Kennedy drip tips fit.
Fit it.
So he was pissed. He's like, "You don't advertise that, and then it doesn't come through."
Well, that is kind of a shitty thing. I mean, look at how many people, you know, have the Goon and spent $20+ per tip, you know, and then they what if they get one? They're like, should I get it? Should I not? Wait, it says like it'll take Goon drip tips. Fuck yeah, I got a bunch of them. I'll get it. And then they get it and it doesn't fit. You know, they'll be like, bastards.
He's all rigged up and ready to go.
There you go, Ren.
Hate for
I think we need to present him. So he can run.
So there you go, Ren. That's all. That's all. Like I got pretty good size. What are these fused Claptons in it? I got pretty good fused Claptons all up in its business.
Nice.
Definitely building close. Close. Right. Yeah, this should ohm out to 0.17 in theory.
It's a good
We like
vape.
in theory.
I do like in theory.
So,
So you
Hoss,
You shouldn't get ohms too low. There.
Hopefully not. What do I want to put this on?
well, while he's figuring that out, Hoss, I do have a general thing I like to do here on the show. Anytime somebody's new to the panel, I like to give them the opportunity to tell their vape story, how they got switched over or started into it. Would you like to take the opportunity to do that here?
Sure. I used to smoke, now I don't.
Best one yet.
Best one yet. Slated.
I smoked for years. I ran the tobacco gambit. I started off with cigarettes and chew, and then went to my last was pipes and cigars. And I really enjoyed my pipes and cigars. Really enjoyed them. But we had grandbaby come along. Well, that kind of changed things up for me a little bit. So I just decided to be done with that. And I guess I really started hearing about vaping just occasionally. You see somebody doing it, and I really didn't know that much about it. So I got online and started doing some investigating about it and ordered myself, a little ego twist. And I think that was in 13, 14, 13, I think. So and from there on, it's all the same story with everybody. Once you get into it, and you find your groove, you find the flavor profile you like, and you learn how to build, and you learn all the rules and regulation when it comes to Ohm's law and battery safety and that. It's just, you open up your bank account and go for it.
That's about it.
There
So
you
what
go.
can the bank afford today?
Yeah, it was. I mean, I have no regrets. I still got my pipes sitting in the back room, and I look at them, and I just like, damn, sure would like to have a pipe, but I know, it's all in my head. I'd probably fire one of those up, put some of my old tobacco in, it'd probably kill me.
Well, I'm sure Greg Paschek has some great suggestions for pipes for you.
Yeah, no kidding.
I've seen a few of them out there that are curious, but they don't. It doesn't seem like they'd really replicate. They got the general shakedown, but that would be about it. I don't see anything out there right now that I know of, unless you're going to go real top dollar. That's going to come close to a pipe. Even a cigar, the ones I've seen on cigars, they look good and everything, but unless you spend the big bucks, you're going to be changing juice constantly, and the battery life is nil on them, and so.
And that does seem to be the downside when they start making those things that tend to look like everything else. It'll look the same, but it won't act the same.
Yeah, it doesn't. When you're used to a pipe or a cigar, it's that the pipe, you get a lot of feel. It's the feel of the pipe. It's the briar pipe or the meerschaum pipe, or you get used to how they feel and they warm up. And with a cigar, it's the texture of the tobacco, the wrapper, the inner leaf. So I mean, it's a total different thing. But I don't think I could do it anymore because I had strong tobaccos. I had really strong tobaccos. But once I got into vaping, I started off. I'm trying to remember 16 for my Nick, and I'm down to 3 now. And I don't think there's any turning back. I don't think I could. I feel so much better though. Oh boy.
I agree with what you was saying. What you and TJ was saying. I saw it was a cigar. It was I don't know what it looked like. To me, it looked like one of those fake cigars that come out around Halloween. It's just it looks like a piece of plastic, with the end is kind of lit up red, and it just looks fake as shit, and then, but see, that's the thing is like with a cigar, especially like a cigar or even a pipe, it's not so much the looks as it is like the feel, the texture, like with a cigar, it's the end, that you're smoking from. I was about to say vaping from, but that you're smoking from. It's not so much the look of it,
Right,
it just
exactly.
it just looks so weird to me.
Yeah, a lot of it with the pipe or a cigar, it's not only the taking in of the nicotine and all the other crap you're inhaling. It's the whole gambit. How the pipe feels, the different shapes of pipes, the textures and the tobaccos, and it's the whole gambit. You get to be a real connoisseur of some of that stuff. But I don't think we've come along far enough yet where we could achieve the flavor or the battery life that we would need. They can get it down. Some of the high end ones where they look pretty close. But I think there'd be more. That stuff there would be more for somebody making the switch. Going from that, hardcore pipe smoker or cigar smoker, wanting to keep that form factor and making that switch. Once you've made the switch into vaping and that, you'll miss that. But I mean, you're so much farther ahead of the game. But there's a lot of people that still do it. They enjoy. It's not the tobacco. It's the whole experience of pipe smoking and cigars that they like. But I've made the switch, and I did it for not so much for me, but for the family. So there's no turning back now.
It's a good reason to do it. That right there is not for yourself. It's for everyone else around you.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's far worse reasons to do something like that.
Yep. And that's why, that's why I switched to 2 kids, a wife that doesn't smoke. I just didn't fit in. So, this way I can fit in. They all know that I'm doing it now more or less for the flavor and the activity of this, they don't mind.
Yeah, it's the same with my wife. She used to hate it when I'd fire up a cigar. The pipe she didn't mind, but I'd fire up a cigar and all hell would break loose with that cigar, boy. I tell you what, I'd have to go down to the barn and smoke in the barn. She wouldn't let me smoke at the house.
Yeah. Understand that. Now the only bad looks I get is if I'm sitting there watching a movie with her and I blow a cloud across and she can't see through to the TV, then I get hell about it. Or, I'm sitting there and I'm puffing out some O's. She just looks at me and she goes, 12-year-old. Yep. Better yet, I'm a 12-year-old that can drink.
Yes, you can.
In large quantities.
In short time frames.
I'll be curious to see what the chort brings out.
Yeah. I don't know. In a strange city like that, I may keep it down to half a bottle.
Good God, Hoss, will you take LIFA back to the room and pour him into bed?
You better get yourself a Skedco.
Well, at least you made it back, Tommy. Thanks for coming back.
Yay.
Tommy! All right, Goon LP, juiced up, ready to rock and roll. See what this sumbitch is all about. See if Yeti's uncle was lying to me again.
You can count on that.
Oh, now it's telling me atomizer's low again.
That's why you need one of these fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, when mine says too low or what's the other one that I hate? Shorted.
Yep.
I just throw it on the Mac. Yeah, fuck it, it'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm going screen.
I think when it says short, that's just a matter of opinion.
Don't need for
Oh.
middle work.
I'm gonna pay for that one, I'm sure.
You're only gonna pay for it if I see you in the news. That'll be the only time you're gonna pay for it. And then at that point, I have to come to your house and beat the brakes off you. And believe me, I won't be doing it because I want to. It's for the good of the community.
Oh, that's what we'll tell everybody, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You see what Hazy wrote here? Holy fuck, look at all the beards in here. There's enough facial hair to swaddle a fucking hippo.
Well, when you have a problem growing facial hair like Hazy, I can see where you would say some hurtful things like that. But you know, it's okay.
He's Canadian, so
We're working on our game to get up to rhinoceros, so we can get that hashtag rhinoceros catapult.
Did you see what Giancarlo wrote?
that is hilarious.
Fucking
Baby
glorious.
blue.
That's perfect.
Oh, things. What they say, the .02, is that what he's ripping nowadays?
I've actually seen him. Seems like he might have been going back up some, but you know he goes. He's all over the place though.
Possible.
What'd be cool is to get a like an ohm reader or something, or like your DNA, and it just has a picture of Big Lou just going like this. You know, after it breaks the .05 barrier and lower.
And it just says perfect.
Vape it, son.
I like all of his reviews too. He's reviewing it and building it, but don't do what I do. Don't do what I do.
And he emphasizes it.
Every video, build something, but don't do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a series 2 mod. This is 8.4 volts at 0.15 ohms. Don't do this. Pulling 800 watts at 95 amps.
It hits hard. It hits hard.
I love him. He can blow some clouds.
The flavor on this thing's really good.
So is that something I should purchase next?
Goon LP, yeah. I mean, this is a really good flavor, Addy. I like it.
Yeah, I agree. What the hell was that?
It's a fucking Pope.
Huh?
Nothing.
Let's see, if we're all quiet enough, we can hear her whisper.
Act like you're asleep.
Everybody, quick, close your eyes.
Kind of a cloudy little monster, too.
Yeah, I like it. I didn't like it at first, but
It's nice. Yeah, you can get a decent sized coil on there. You just got to be careful with it. Careful.
Comes really close to the edge.
Well,
Yeah.
it's got like a just a certain amount of room where you bend the coils down between that deck and the inside of the barrel. You've got just so much room to play with, you know.
And
So
then
yeah, you got to keep that in mind.
and that deck takes up a pretty good amount of room, right?
Actually, from what I've seen, it seems like the clones are smaller than the authentic. It seems like they're narrower. Like if you look at the profile of it, it seems like the clones have a narrower deck than the authentic. I don't know if that'll translate into the functionality of it or not, but
Yeah.
just what I've seen.
Well, look at Freshy's all in the cloud there.
Yeah, it's a good one. I like that one. Shane. I think that's a band, Shane.
That does sound like a good band name.
That is,
Well, I know Napalm Death is, but I kind of like the name Gurgling Napalm.
Napalm.
If I was in a band, I would shoot that for a good band name right there. I like that.
The gurgling napalm death. Yeah.
Sounds like a good mix between like a punk and fucking metal.
Yeah, that's some of that European metal stuff, man. That's hardcore.
It's a hybrid. Oh, you bitch.
Before I forget about this, because I really didn't want to talk about it at first. However, the more I thought about it today, this is something I do want to touch on. And everybody should know what I'm talking about. If you're involved in any of those groups over on Facebook, you should have seen what Mooch put out in regards to make sure we're not sharing dumb people being dumb.
Exactly.
This it's not good for our community. This falls into that advocate and educate thing. If you're resharing that, you're not educating or advocating.
You're giving it attention.
You're giving something attention that shouldn't be having attention given to it. You just by what I saw, because I did briefly look it over, and I saw all the reposts from this guy's fucking page. And if you're the guy dumb enough to do that, don't share that with anybody.
No.
Be like, I fucked up. I need to keep this to myself because it's going to hurt everyone around me.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're looking at what he was vaping on a Mac. Guess what? If you're not paying attention to your Ohm's laws, what your voltage draw is going to be, your amp pull on your battery, if you're not paying attention to all that shit like that's going to happen.
Yep.
If you don't know what you're doing, but you want to get into it, do your research first. And if you don't know, there's plenty of people out here. Yeti, prime example. Ask him. He'll lead you in the right direction if you want to go that route. He'll tell you where you need to be. Won't even send you to the right places. Go over to Steam Engine. They'll help you out with Ohm's Law. There's a whole fucking reading on that webpage just for Ohm's Law. Go and learn it. Follow it. Know your batteries that you're using in it as well. It's just that simple. Do your part. Help the community by not sharing stupid shit.
Just a lack of personal responsibility.
That's it. Take responsibility for yourself and police up those around you. If you see somebody posting that shit, ask them to take it down.
Yeah.
There's no reason it should be floating out there because guess what? That's all ammo for them to use against us. We don't need that. Just because there's one idiot in there doesn't mean everyone else is. Doesn't mean everybody else is going to be the same moron. And if you don't know your Ohm's Law that well, stick with your regulated devices. That way, there's a lot less of a chance of something bad happening. And not to mention, your device is going to tell you if you're wrong. It's going to tell you it's too low, they won't fire, period.
Yep.
Yeah, if that's the case, a regulated will do the thinking for you.
That's it.
There's a lot of good
And also,
But I want
I'm
the
sorry.
broadside because my friend has the broadside.
Right.
There's also a lot of apps for phones for Apple and Android. So I mean, even if you can get it on, if you need it, on the go, I mean, there's really no excuse, I don't think, honestly. I mean, you could say, well, I don't have a computer, so I can't see Steam Engine, but well, everybody's got a fucking phone. I mean, shit, everybody does.
Yeah.
And they're free apps. Hell, I've got like 4 of them on my phone.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, even Steam Engine has their own app now, so that's a good go-to site for pretty much anything. That'll even give you fucking mixes for what you need over there. So
people saying that I can't get on because I don't have this or I didn't. That's an excuse. I mean, good God, in today's technology, there's something out there you could find about. There's someone you could ask. You do something like that, you're just damn stupid. You're being ignorant.
Yeah.
You do it. You do it. You blow your own ass up. You blow your own ass up.
And if you say you don't have access to the internet or something like that, guess what? Libraries still have books. You can still learn Ohm's law out of a book. How battery drain and all of that stuff works directly out of a book. You don't need to find it on the internet if you can't get to the internet. I know all of you who are watching obviously have the internet, but I'm just saying, pass it along to your friends. If they don't have that shit, tell them don't be dumb, go to a library. It's still okay to crack a book once in a while.
Yeah, if you go to a brick and mortar, and talk to them about it. Go to a couple brick and mortars. Don't take one guy you talk to's advice. Go to a couple guys and talk to them about it.
Absolutely.
You don't have to do it online. There's a lot of people out there vaping now. It's not going to be that hard to find somebody with a little knowledge.
That's it too. There's just in my area here, within a 5-mile radius, I've got about 7 or 8 different vape shops that are all right here in the area. So there's quite a few of them. I mean, everybody just do the right thing. Don't be that fucking guy. Like I said last week, don't be that guy.
Right. Hey, look, any one of us on here would help out. And there's more. I mean, good gosh, look at Heavy. Heavy's heavy in the mix and stuff. I've talked to him about it. I don't know if I'd go to Lou.
Yeah, don't do what Lou does.
Yeah. When it comes in all seriousness, I mean, he's real knowledgeable of that stuff. He knows what he's doing. Would I want to go that low? No, but he knows. He can point you in the right direction.
All right.
As far as that goes, that's all I want to say about that. Just do your part. As I'm always saying, if you're going to educate and advocate, do it the right way. Don't do it by doing stuff like that. I'll cut that right there, and we move on with everything else we were doing today. I just did want to briefly touch on it. Don't share stupidity. And
Awesome.
Back to you at the sports desk, LIFA.
All right, guys. This is my friend Gish from Cedar Rapids. She's just started vaping a little bit ago, and been giving her a little bit of advice through Facebook and stuff like that. So figured I'd bring her on since we're always looking at checking out newbies.
Welcome.
Hi, guys.
Welcome to the community.
How long you been vaping?
Oh, probably, I don't know,
Welcome.
6 months,
No, there
something
you
like
go.
that. Mhm.
Good.
Yep.
Nice.
Did you smoke
Yeah.
beforehand, or did you just jump into it?
I smoked beforehand. I'm sorry, you guys are kind of cutting in and out for me here. So, but I've been smoking since I was like 13 years old, and then I eventually got to the point where I completely stopped. But then the urges and stuff like that came back, and I really didn't want to full-on smoke again. And I don't like the way it smells and how it sticks to the clothes. So I just gave it up completely. And but this is nice. I can carry it around with me everywhere, and it smells a lot better.
Good for you. Good.
Yeah.
And Yeti, she is a fellow tattoo artist. And,
Oh, yeah. That's trouble.
No in the ink.
She's the one that did the LIFA tattoo on my arm.
Yeah, I did that for like what, my 5th tattoo ever.
Yep.
So don't be showing that off too much.
He's a fucking guinea pig over there.
Tattooists
Oh, he was.
are just as bad as mech heads because once they get to talking about their craft, it's just back and forth, back and forth. You can't get them to shut up.
Some people, yes. Some people. I'm not quite like that. I'll most likely tell you dick and fart jokes. That's my shtick.
Oh, perfect.
She's in the right panel.
feel like
I know most of you guys are dripping. I have mostly just a tank that I just kind of started out with. I almost blew it up last week. That was fun. So I learned all about properly cleaning your equipment very quickly. So, yep.
That was perfect timing. We were just talking about that.
I must have missed it in this transfer of, me trying to log on and stuff. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it sounded like some bad news bears.
Oh, it's just about the publicity of people blaming the device on blowing up on them instead of taking responsibility in themselves, not
user
taking care
error.
of it. Yep.
Yeah.
But we always live in that community now that we always like to blame somebody else.
I blame LIFA
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot. Why isn't this build working out like it's supposed to? LIFA!
It's my fault.
There we go.
He got it from LIFA's junkyard.
Ray's wrecked wraps.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's like
This
it's
red-
been
Like
out.
this.
This recipe sucks. Why did I listen to Yeti?
Because Yeti only likes strawberry.
That's right.
That's not true.
Strawberry coffee was never going to work, Uncle. It was never going to work.
Ew.
Strawberry coffee pistachio.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Why did I put cinnamon red hot in here, Uncle? Why?
Note to self: do not let Yeti go to the store for creamer.
Just need a touch of colada. That's all you need.
Yep. Colada will even it right out. Got it.
That's right.
What's the percentage on that colada, Uncle? 6%? Got it. Let me just shoot that
I
right
was gonna
there.
say 7.
You put enough in, that's all you're going to taste.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Look at that. Jack
Well,
snuck in here.
I didn't have sensitive teeth before I put this recipe together, but now I can't feel anything but cold.
There we go.
Now, Gish, if you get really cool in the vaping, then you get a spinner.
A spinner. Oh, that's fancy.
Yeah.
What is it?
Hey, Ray. Hey, one bad habit at a time.
I know.
Oh, that's
It's-
for
you must do
coils,
this.
right?
It's basically a skateboard bearing in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
and then like a device on side. They're promoting these for like kids and adults with ADHD to fidget with instead of like a pen or like instead of clicking a pen and annoying people, you can just sit there and spin this silently and it.
Why I'm
You know.
married.
I bet that's why I play with my lock ring all the time. Always
Sure.
shoving it back and forth.
Milliliter bottle in your fingers and pretend it's a spinner.
There you go.
That's right.
I seen Eddie Tooney at the beginning of the show last night spinning like a whole like ketchup bottle full of liquid.
Yeah. He's-
But yeah, I've known Gish for a while, and she's always been good peeps, so I figured let her in, join our crew if she's got free time. So
Gish, some of the people were asking. I don't know if you can see chat or not. Some of the people were asking what milligram you're you're vaping?
Actually, 0. I decided to go with the no nicotine whatsoever. So
Cool.
Fantastic.
yeah.
Right on.
Mm-hmm. So
Same here.
Mm-hmm. I didn't want to get back on the horse, you know. I'm a kind of a fat donkey, so I don't need that kind of thing going on. So I don't know. That was supposed to be a much better joke than what I intended. So, but
I think you've hit the right crew. We all say a lot of things, but it sounded a lot better in our head than when it came out of our mouths.
oh yes, you know, if my foot could reach into my mouth, I could, but I'm too chubby for that. So yeah, and I don't have a beard to protect me like you guys.
Yeah, that we already did get a question about why your beard game is not strong, but I think we're okay.
Well, yeah, just can't see it.
There you go, Swag.
Fits right in. Love it.
She's got the stealth beard.
You know what? I think she fits just perfectly right in there. You know what? With that, it's a perfect attitude.
Yeah. And if I'm assuming right, her husband's beard game has probably got enough to fit in for her and him.
That is true. That is true. He does get referred to a lawn gnome quite a bit. So I do call him my little Ewok, you know, and he normally just, when I tell him I love him, he just responds with yub yub. That's love. That is real love. But he is not a smoker, and he has been teasing me about this, even though I didn't want to get back into smoking. But now he's like, look at all this stuff you have, and I bought all these accessories and holders and flavors, and he's like, what have you done? And I'm just like, just walk away. Just walk away, little man. Just keep going, you know? And I just throw him some porno in the corner, and I say, go away, you know?
like any guy. Boobs.
Yeah. Right? Right? Exactly.
You've seen one set, you want to see them all.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
Does he
Even the bad
resemble
ones.
this guy?
Oh yes, definitely, definitely. Needs a little bit more brown in there, but he did have a red hat that he used to wear until one of my coworkers told him that he looked like a lawn gnome, and he promptly removed it. Oh! So anybody else got any lawn gnomes right by them for any kind of reason?
I can say that is one accessory I do not have.
We are missing Gizzard Stew. I believe Gizzard Gizzard Stew would probably trump all of us.
That's what I was just about to say.
Haas has got a good one.
Well, hell, that kind of looked like Giz a little bit.
I know.
Yeah.
His bobblehead.
Put some goggles on.
Goggles on that little one, he'd probably look a lot closer.
Nice.
Gizzard Stew, I thought you were sick. How dare you? How dare you?
Yeah, Gizzard, you caught us on a night when Gizzard's not on. He is the king of having everything within arm's reach.
Oh.
He is.
He has stuffed armadillo. He's got wood carvings of presidents that he's carved.
Forget the rocket.
A rocket.
Yeah.
They'll show you
it's-
his rocket.
Gizzard shiny rocket.
It's never typical things that you would normally have around you. You know, it's usually the most oddball, freaky shit you could possibly think of. In fact, it's usually things you wouldn't think of.
This almost sounds like a challenge now.
If he was here, he would totally be up for the challenge. He's like, what do you guys want to see?
The gauntlet.
Doesn't leave frame, just reaches over.
And what is the purpose of the headlamp? I must ask that.
Just because I'm always, I'm blind. I'm pretty much nonstop, either making coils, coiling coils, or rebuilding addies or something. And it's just, it's always on my head. Most of the time, I just don't ever think to to take it off before the shows.
Yeti is a master builder.
Where's the headlamp?
Yep.
Yeah, if he doesn't have his headlamp on, we tell him to hide his shame.
Oh, is there a big hole right there from it?
Yeah.
It's not really very big.
We all tried to beat him once in a while. But you know.
Come on, Lee.
And then
Gotta get the Yeti game on.
is there a Packers fan in that house in Cedar Rapids?
You talking my house?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I am from Wisconsin, the land of
Well,
cheese. I don't
yeah.
really watch football though, so I more really watch like hockey or rugby. You know,
Yeah.
the more
Wow.
violent, the better. So.
I was just gonna say TJ's got the Green Bay party hat
Mm-hmm.
that maybe if we're lucky he'll turn on.
Is Beauty here?
Yeah, it is Beauty in the Vape here. We do need Beauty in the Vape in order
But
for it
if
to
we
be
get
party.
we turn it on, we know Beauty does come running.
That's true. She smells a party. Like, oh, there's Christine. Hi,
And it's awesome that TJ's muted and he thinks he's talking to us, but he just keeps talking with the mute button on.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the whiff.
Oh, all right.
But it's
would've-
okay that you wanted to think that, though. It's okay that you think so highly of yourself that you thought I was talking to you. How do you
Nice.
feel about that now?
I feel really good.
Oh, it's a good thing. I'm glad.
I'm over here blowing clouds, and I feel like need you with this thing.
That's awesome. That's a YouTube channel you need to check out, Gish. It's
Mhm.
Niji. It's spelled
Niji?
Niji. She
Niji.
really likes cats, and she can blow clouds that'll put the boys to shame.
Oh, oh, you. What stories have you heard?
Clouds is really impressed with it too.
Yeah, clouds is happy.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep. Although it's very dangerous when you're hurtling down the interstate and then you fill up your car.
Yeah, you
need
gotta
to-
crack that window.
Yeah, definitely.
So when I'm
You
driving
wear-
from Waverly up to Cedar Rapids, I pretend that I'm playing that Spy Hunter game, and I'm doing the smoke screen.
Mhm.
You're like Cheech and Chong, just fill the car.
Yeah.
So I just pretend I'm a choo-choo train. I'm a choo-choo motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's, well, this is me. I
I
talk
get
to
in
myself
trouble.
a lot.
How's that build taste fresh?
It's a very, very lovely flavor build.
Nice.
Court went above and beyond for me. I'm really digging this. really digging this Goon LP. Like I say, for folks that are thinking about getting the Goon LP, the build is a little odd. Just the way you insert your coils, bend them down, and then you have to go lower. They have to be below the posts. So just be aware of that. And then while you're doing that, you have to make sure that you're not getting outside of the fill well. So I could see this being a really tricky build for folks, especially if you're not used to building like this. Luckily, I messed with the Goblin when it first came out. So as far as dealing with shit in a tight space, this got nothing on the Goblin, but just be aware it is kind of an odd build. So if you're thinking about getting it, and I mean the flavor off of it's outstanding. I'm ripping Niji clouds over here.
Yeah.
What size ID coils did you put in that?
Those were 3mm.
3? Oh, that's good size.
Yeah. I would say it's probably about the max ID you could get. I would think.
Yeah, I would definitely go smaller next time.
So you're telling me no golf tee coils then in there, right?
No, the 4mm coils probably aren't going to work, TJ.
Got it.
But yeah, in case you guys couldn't tell by all the vapor that's just swirling, this thing does rip some clouds.
Been a while since I've seen your house that foggy too.
I'm only at 70 watts too.
Yeah.
But it's a lovely vape. It's a lovely vape.
I gotta say, between Court and Yeti, we are spoiled with the coils.
I agree.
No shit. It's like coil heaven between those two.
Like I've got everything to do a setup to build my own like aliens and anything else that I want to do. I just don't do it because I can look at the pile of stuff to set it up and then I'm like, my finger's already going to Yeti coils. Yetiwire.com. Here I come. Like, oh shit, how'd I get on this site?
It's easier to let somebody else build it, huh?
That's right.
And how did my shopping cart get so full?
Because those are just beautiful.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, Court went above and beyond on the things that he sent me. Like he wrote me a nice heartfelt letter, and he really went above and beyond for just. I'm gonna send you a couple coils, dude. All of these are gorgeous.
It's time.
Oh, beauty's here.
Party!
Beauty.
Beauty's here.
Beauty.
I had to wait. Beauty, what took you so long, damn it?
He's been dying to turn it on. His finger's been itching on the back of his head, just waiting to go.
Well, you know the show's getting close to being over with. It's about time for her to show up.
So this seems like a great time here.
I've been waiting for my husband to pop out of here in his whitey tighties, but thankfully he hasn't come out. So
Just walks through the background, itching his balls, waves at us.
he mostly just scratches his stomach. He's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And then he'll just wander back into his cave. So his little gnome cave, you know, tidy whities, underpants gnomes. That's it, underpants gnomes.
Oh, he's an
There we are.
underpants gnome. Okay.
Mhm, yeah. And Ray laughs because he's seen them.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry for the image, Ray.
I think with visiting Christine's house, I've seen a ton of things that will never go unseen again.
Forever damaged. Yes.
And what a crazy story she had last weekend.
Right?
Yeah. I still need to talk to her about that. Like, how do you not know?
Yeah.
But
It's like anyways,
we'll
moving on.
talk about that somewhere else.
Did you get
Next
drunk
week on
and fall
Jerry
off of
Springer.
somebody else's chair?
No, I did not get drunk and fall off Christine's chair. No.
Oh, did he tell you about that, Gish? Did he tell you about LIFA's adventures?
We had a great Saturday night show, and I had just bought a bottle of Fireball, and I had Fireball and I had Angry Orchard, and they went well together. And I ran out of Angry Orchard, so I just kept drinking. And in about an hour and 45 minutes, I drank that bottle of Fireball. And
What?
On a live show.
on the live show,
live for the interwebs.
Oh my god.
there was some great honest reviews of me just grabbing my mic and go, "This thing sucks." and then at one point, I just fell off. I knocked one of my monitors down, and these guys, my cam hit the floor and they get to see my nice hardwood floors, and that's all they've seen the rest of it.
Yeah, it's on TJ's channel, isn't it?
It is
Yeah,
on
it's on my channel. If you go back, it's the only Saturday show on there. They'll say something like the tail of LIFA and the pink pussy or something.
I highly recommend if you've got a couple hours to spend. It's worth it. It is definitely worth it.
I will
That's on the-
definitely check it out.
If you ever had any question about which zoo to visit in Minnesota, I mean, there's no question anymore.
LIFA made it very clear.
That was about a 10-minute lecture on which zoo was the best to visit in Minneapolis.
Well, Gish knows there's no contest. It's the Como Park Zoo versus the Minnesota Zoo.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you mean the Minnesota Zoo?
The Minnesota Zoo.
Yeah,
The Minnesota Zoo.
Well, not that Saturday. It was the Minnesota Zoo.
It was the Minnesota. And that show was, I don't know, because I was like, I think, was I the only one not drinking that was on that show?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so I was, yeah, me and Yeti just kind of sitting over here like, I've been in this place before.
Yeah.
I know where this is going with LIFA, and I'm just waiting to see this crash happen.
Just waiting for it.
It was fun. I had all kinds of great messages on Facebook and text the next day going, "Are you okay? Are you in the hospital?
Are you okay, my friend?
Are you still married?"
I'm still impressed that you managed to make it to the couch somehow.
Yeah. I heard I got some help, but carrying this fat ass around, you ain't getting that far carrying him.
She might have just prodded you a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would still be hungover if that was me.
Hell, I have 3 and I'm hungover for 2 days.
Right?
That's something I noticed as like the older you get, because used to when I was younger, I drank like a fucking fish anyways. And you get up the next day. I didn't even know what a hangover was till I was about 34, 35. I didn't even know what it was. And I drank like daily, every day. And then I started noticing I started drinking. When I would start drinking, I would start slowing down, the older I got, but I was drinking harder shit. But also I guess that might have had something to do with the hangovers too, I guess, now that I think about it.
I might have a
But now,
small thing.
even now, if I have like a couple of beers, I'll have a headache for 3 days.
That must suck.
Later, Giancarlo. Good brother, love you.
No, John
Later,
Carlo.
G.
See if I can embarrass him on his way out of the room.
Giancarlo doesn't get embarrassed; he gets even.
That's true. There's another man that is coming to Detroit.
I can't wait to meet John Carlo.
It's going to be awesome. Yeah, we got confirmation. Dear Addie's coming. So
Shit.
yeah, it's gonna be good.
There's going to be like 60 guys and 2 women.
Kind of. I mean, Rin's going to be super popular that weekend.
So sausage fest? Is this what we're saying?
A vape convention, you probably.
Mhm.
It's worse than Comic-Con.
Well, looks like it's time for a new computer.
Oh.
What happened, boss?
I got the dreaded blue screen and everything went to. I tried to boot it up a couple times and it wouldn't boot. So
And let it sit overnight.
yeah, we'll see what it acts like tomorrow. If not, time for a new one.
Reach out to me. I may have one.
Oh, there you go.
I might have a little something on my sleeve, he says.
Yeah.
I got a little something for you.
Maybe we can make the Detroit chip even cheaper.
Oh, what the hell?
Computer wise.
Guess I better bring my knee pads. I need a computer.
Uh-oh. Somebody's echoing. Who's echoing? Oh, it's Hoss.
What?
You're echoing.
Oh, am I?
Holy hell.
Jesus.
Oh. Sorry for those of you here.
Just to make sure.
That was
There you go. Oh, no. You're echoing too, damn it, Meter.
Headphone that shit.
Is it still doing it?
Well, let's see. Yep.
I'm on right now. So, is it?
Yeah.
Well, what the hell?
Are you on your phone?
I'm on my tablet.
It's the speaker's too close to your microphone.
Well, until I get it out, I'll let you guys go.
Holy hell.
Call the night then, guys.
Hey, brother. Thanks for coming out. When you get a new computer from LIFA, let us know.
Will do.
See what kind of
We'll see what I got
night,
there.
guys. It's been a pleasure.
Later,
Hoss, have
brother.
a good one, brother.
Sorry, headphone users.
Holy. Oh, man.
That blew my ears up a little bit. I'm glad I don't keep my headphones too loud.
Huh?
Well, I'm trying to read lips, TJ, but the screen keeps jumping.
Says you see what had happened was.
I do not miss Hangouts at all. On my
Yeah.
shows.
I got to
Worse than-
invest in a new computer before I can make that leap over. Because I don't think this one will handle running that backup program there as well.
I think running Zoom would be fine. It's just if you decided to try and run the encoder at the same time, you'd run into some problems.
Yeah, I think that's where my problems would end up be.
Oh man, Beauty's out there getting aggressive.
Jesus. I turn on the party hat for you, and that's how you treat me? Like I'm a piece of meat? That's okay, because I like it.
You're lucky he likes that.
Oh, now Meter's acting like again.
Of course I am.
Fucking hell.
See, I prepped Gish and told her to put on headphones.
I was ready until the camera came on, and then I realized how unflattering it was. I had to get all prepped, get the angle right, you know. Otherwise,
That's
you're just like Chewbacca, and you're like, "Arr!" Yeah.
Meter, I had to mute you, man. All that echo, you're killing me, Smalls. I need to get you a set of headphones.
He doesn't believe in headphones.
Apparently, I guess if you don't want to listen to music while you're at the gym, be my guest. I'll send you a fucking set for free. I don't give a damn.
Meter's that guy. He just puts his phone in front of him, and the music's just blasting, just
Oh, that guy.
rocking.
Got it upside down in the little cup holder, so the cup holder acts as the amplifier for him.
That's right.
He's watching Starsky and Hutch reruns.
Hell yeah.
But
I'm
yeah,
trying to figure out what Gizzard, Stu, and your uncle are saying to each other. Man, you've been talking to Dean too much, Uncle. I've been meaning to stop you.
That's so funny. I
You
was
guys all see
looking.
that Todd got his bottle of this one and loved it.
Oh, nice.
Oh hell yeah!
Yep.
Hell yeah! Well, that's because it's fucking awesome. That's why.
Yep. Todd's been ducking it because I offered to send him a bottle and he never got back to me. So he's been ducking it. But finally, when Grim Green said this is the custardiest custard I've ever custard, that was enough.
That's a custard.
And we knew. We knew.
So, Gish, do you work on Fridays?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I work every day
may-
except for Saturdays and Mondays, or Sundays and Mondays.
Okay. I may have to swing by your shop on a week from Friday. I'll be
Ooh.
picking up the kids in Iowa City, and I can stop by your place on the way.
Sweet. I'll be there. Bells on. You know.
We've seen your shoes.
Yeah. They're fancy. They smell a lot. Stanky. It's true. Odor, foot odor.
If there's one thing, Gish.
Now
is
it's all
honest.
mysterious why you're going to show up. Now I'm scared. What's the mystery? You're going to come up and hassle me? You're going to let me fix that tattoo from like 5 years ago? Like, what's going to go on?
Yeah, we
You're
can
gonna bring
work
some,
on something like that.
Some stuff? What's going on here? You
I'll
know?
bring you some of this elite pudding pounder.
Pudding pounder. That was my nickname in high school.
Now I
can't.
want to hear the backstory on Pudding Pounder.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Actually, that was not my nickname in high school. So, but it was just as bad. So, might as well be.
That would have almost made a perfect story time.
I know, right? I was excited. Like I'm settling into my chair a little bit more. I'm like, wait a minute.
Somebody highlighter.
My nickname in high school was the Virgin Slayer.
Very nice.
Yeah, I hung out with a bunch of gamer guys, you know, D&D and stuff, and I was dating the dungeon master, so, you know, I was around all the virgins. I had a full supply, a cornucopia of virgins to choose from. And a friend of mine had even made me a t-shirt that said, I seek a virgin to quench my loins. And so I'm really glad that after high school that whole thing was broken, because you know, now that I'm almost 38, that would be really sad. And my husband already has 2 kids, so I know he's not a virgin in the front anyways. Make sure he doesn't come out here. So
Just pull the old
yeah, that was
Daisy. You'll be all right.
So did they have the roll of 16 or higher?
Oh well, my standards were pretty low. They, you know, as long as it was, you know, a 10. It depended on their motivation.
As long as the die stayed on the table.
Yeah, roll for stamina.
That's right. A 5? I guess you'll work.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I was a pretty big like nerdy person in high school. I don't know how. I was the only girl in my group that really did anything. Like I was the only one that drank, the only one that smoked, the only one that had a car. I also was the only one who didn't get A's in school, so I think that might have been part of it.
I got some A's.
So enough of my embarrassing stories.
There you go, Niji.
Ray doesn't even have one to tell. Everybody's seen that one live.
Yeah. Damn,
Damn, Chris.
Oh, Niji and Beauty are out there killing it in the comments.
Beauty says she was on the drill team.
Oh.
So,
What else do we got?
yep. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man.
Mm-hmm. So since I'm new, how about you guys tell me some of your favorite flavors? I like a
Oh,
lot
my
of fruity
goodness.
stuff. And no coffee
That's
stuff
me.
because I think coffee's kind of gross. So, but that's me.
I'm vaping on the Dinner Lady rice pudding. It's a pretty good facsimile rice pudding. I don't mind it at all. And then I've got DIY caramel apple. I've got a mix called Fruit Cocky.
Yeah, that one
Fruit
doesn't
cocky, like bukkake, but fruit
Yeah,
cocky.
exactly, Fruit Cocky.
face, neck, and chest.
Tropical pound cake.
You take that
Lemon-
one afterwards?
And then I've strawberry blueberry ice cream. That's what I've got sitting over here.
What am I on today?
I was using
Blueberries.
I was doing cactus juice.
Nice.
Woo! I like this little guy. He's so happy. Yay!
That almost looked like Ray dressed up as a cactus.
Oh, you think so? Oh, I could see it. Do you see how his eyes are going different directions?
That is right. You have
That's-
some Ray Brown. Good to know. Good to know.
Oh, for flavors, what? Oh, got the big bottle of key lime pie.
Oh yeah, that's
Yogurt, that's good. I already showed you pudding pounder. Freak Show is awesome. It is a kettle corn.
oh damn.
Yep.
Dragon fruit, or excuse me, dragonfly.
Ooh.
It's dragon fruit, jackfruit, and pineapple mixed together.
Mm-hmm.
It's super good. And of course, my big bottle of dark. It's a caramel latte with whipped cream. It's good, but you don't like coffee.
Oh, today's menu, as usual, banana bondage, just the banana pudding and vanilla wafers. And I'm also rocking some of that blueberry something, which is just fucking phenomenal. Just what
Yeah,
else?
it's almost like a blueberry donut with vanilla pudding.
Oh, and then freshest creation, Addie's yogurt.
That's right.
Which is delicious. Kiwi strawberry,
Blueberry
Blueberry.
yogurt.
Greek yogurt. Yeah.
Ooh, love kiwi, strawberry, anything.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I'll have to bring some of that by.
yeah. Make sure he definitely brings you some.
Yeah. I'll bring some Adores, some Duck Pond, some Ohmageddon.
Ohmageddon. Oh, I know which Ohmageddon you need to take, Tor.
You
Yep.
can take this one
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
The PR.
The PR.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're not even going to let you know what that is. It's
Oh,
it's on the way. It's on the way. Don't worry.
It's cool. You might giggle a little at first, and then you'll be like, "Oh my god!"
That's what they'll say.
That's what they all say.
whoa. Take it easy at first. I'm
Oh, man.
I'm new at this.
Oh man, Meter's like a sniper there. Like he's just waiting with his mute button. Gotcha.
Kind of reminiscent of Raven.
Exactly. Like you forget they're in the room for a second. Next thing you know, they burned you to the ground, and you're like, "Wait a minute, what?"
Hey, we
What
need
just
help
happened?
with Where shotgun buster up a bit strong one.
Yes, attack, Kitty. I know you're here.
And if I know Yeti, he's got a big bottle of strawberry submission right beside him.
There you go.
Never leave home without him.
You carry a little man purse with all of those in there?
My pipeline's being installed next week.
Oh.
Straight from Michigan.
And guess that is a ketchup bottle sized.
Oh, damn.
305 milliliters.
Like, how much juice do you go through in a day?
Oh, he's 40.
Yeah, upwards of
Wow.
30 mils these days.
Close to that.
Yeah.
You got some catching up to do.
That's why it's imperative to learn how to DIY.
Yeah, learn to make your own liquids. Speaking of which, if you didn't catch myself and the Vapor Chronicles new show, everybody over on the Vapor Chronicles channel, fresh from the kitchen with TBC, feel free to tune in. We're going to be mixing concentrates this week. We'll teach you how to make your own. Back to the TJ at the news desk.
That is going to be good. And if anybody did miss it, go check that out for sure. I did get to catch part of the replay. I haven't watched the whole thing yet. However, for those of you who don't know how to DIY, what an easy way to get into the game. They're going to be walking you through step by step for everything you need, from the concentrates to what kind of things you need mixed, safety-wise, the whole 9 yards.
Yep.
Excellent. Well worth it. Go subscribe over there if you're not already subscribed to his channel.
That's right. I'm a wizard. My hoodie says so.
A little claps.
Lemmy, I'm gonna do concentrates from Swagador and DIY or Die. I'm gonna do 3 different concentrates on Monday's show.
Tons and tons of fun.
That's right. I've got. Yeah, I ordered another bottle of Rhodonite. Like, I ran out of Rhodonite. I didn't realize I had, so it's gonna be. I'm really looking forward to that. It's been a while since I had that flavor, and it's awesome. So.
Did y'all see that Betty White made it to her birthday?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, she made it the other day. Yesterday, I think. Yesterday or the day. Yo, yesterday. It was yesterday.
95?
Yeah, we had to protect her.
Yep.
95.
Still kicking.
Still kicking. Still one of the funniest people on the planet.
Yeah.
So,
She's still with it too. She's still real sharp, you know.
Yep. That's right, Gizzards. Two guys with really bad ADD will teach you how to concentrate.
Yeah, it's like adding negatives or multiplying negatives.
I thought I was really good for being me on that show. I didn't get too far off track. I only got off track a couple times.
It's all right. You got a whole hour.
That's right. I got an hour to fill and only 3 concentrates to do. Concentrates take like 5 minutes, so we're gonna be left with a lot of time to fill.
Are you gonna do the long pour on this?
I can do a long pour for you guys.
That'll be like your Carol Burnett yanking your ear to us.
That's right. That's right. Only people who know. Only people who know knows what this is for. What's up, everybody? What's up? Who's he talking to?
I don't know.
Jax.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the hell is going on out there?
She's asking for people to call her.
Nice. Let me send Christine a message real quick.
Where's those pre-worn undies at?
Yeah, I know. Where am my pre-worn undie prize? Beauty in the Vape.
I think you've long earned those already, right?
I had to have at this point.
You might not want them by now if they've been on this whole time.
That's true. I mean, I know Christine, but I don't know her that well. It's entirely possible that the same set of undies have been on the whole time.
I don't think I'd want anybody's.
I mean, there's a market for it. There's a market for it. They have vending machines in Japan. So
That is true. That is true.
I can always regift it forward. You know. I think Renee Johnson's over in Southeast Asia somewhere. I can send them to her and see how that goes over.
Yeah. And where's Quinn's station?
He is actually in Japan.
Japan.
Remy, she's in Vietnam right now. I want to say.
Oh.
Pretty sure because that's where she wanted to wind up the whole time, and so she just rented out a house, and so I'm pretty sure that she's settling down in Vietnam.
Nice.
Which is amazing. She's that person that you always hear about, just living that life you wished you could, like out backpacking, teaches English for like 6 months, and then picks up and goes somewhere else. It's like, dadgum.
Yeah, it's a hell of a job, I think.
Yeah, and now she teaches online, so she can go anywhere she wants.
Man, that'd be so awesome. I'd love to have that kind of job.
It does look like Gish did vapor face off there for a second.
I know, right?
For a second, but I actually completely drained my battery, and now I don't have anything left. I wasn't prepared, so I also was getting my mother into vaping, and I gave her my extra set of batteries. So
Nice.
So it's kind of the blind leading the blind at this point. So
Yeah.
hmm
Do you do any shops in Cedar Rapids, or is it Coralville?
I've hit a couple shops here and there. You said vape shops? It was kind of cutting out on my end. Yeah. I hit the Aqueous Vapor down on the Coralville Strip because I heard good things about them. And then I have a friend of mine who works at Hot Topic who makes her own e-juice too.
Nice.
So
Very nice.
hmm
You can ask them if they know me. See if it's me. See if they know me.
I said, okay.
Like, you know Retro 3? I know that guy.
And just like the little head nod, like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then you'll get mad respect and 300 mils of liquid.
Oh.
Tell him I said so.
Okay.
If only it always worked that way.
I know, right? If only there was enough people who actually knew who I was, that I could give everybody else 300 mils.
Yeah, it is getting towards that time of night. I think we pushed just about my normal 2 hours here, so I think we'll go ahead and start rolling around the room and give everybody their chance to say their piece. So the first person I'm going to start with is the motherfucker with the echo. That's Meter.
Most of the time.
There you go. It's up to you, sir. Say your piece, whatever you'd like to pimp out. Have at it.
Thank you guys again for having me on this week. I do appreciate it as always. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. I am the Meter Vapes. It's pretty much all over the damn place. Find me, follow my stupidity. It's always entertaining, if nothing else, I promise. But
It is.
I don't really have anything to pimp out other than Mr. TJ Golf T Vapes' channel for having a fool like me on.
And it's always a pleasure as long as you're not echoing.
That's why I keep it low.
All right, and let's give it over to, how about here? Because we haven't done this yet. Seriously, what did I tell you fucking kids?
Motherfucker.
Fuck you too.
Every time I turn my back, you gotta move my shit.
Fucking assholes.
You're kidding, you little bastard.
Thought you were gonna get away with it just because Meter was pimping shit out? Hell no.
At least I'm muted.
That's all right. I did just mute him so that way I don't get any more echo for the time being.
Damn it.
Night Sushi B.
Now since you're presented though, go ahead, have at it there.
Have at it. I get it.
Yeah, you get it.
YetiWire.com. We got the mouth to lungs are up finally. Got some Yeti or some what's it called? Goon food. I got some goon food made up. That's about it. There is the Yeti wire is still coming, so you know, be patient with me. the only thing I can think, I just want to sprack Dawn from Adore. Man, go support her. Y'all know her. She's one of the best in the business as far as DIY or as far as e-liquids, excuse me. But she's one of the kindest humans on the planet. So that and Dean from Coil Vapes. I mean, that dude knows his shit for sure. And that's all I got, man. Back to you, TJ.
Fair enough. Well done, sir. Remember that, YetiWire.com. In this case here, I'm going to skip right over Ray, and we're going to let his buddy Geesh have a shot at it here. Anything you'd like to say to everybody?
Well, thanks for the invite. Thanks for letting me spew my embarrassing stories of teenage puberty and stuff. It's nice to be able to talk to a bunch of people that are like really down to earth and not like really over the top used car salesman kind of stuff going on. I've seen that a lot on some other channels that I've viewed for, I'm looking for new information. So this has been really awesome to be participating in this. So I just want to thank Ray for inviting me, and you guys for laughing at my bad jokes. So I appreciate it.
No worries. Thanks for coming on. I'm glad you're with us. Ray. Oh,
Hey.
Up to you, buddy.
Hi. I want to give a shout out to YetiWire.com. Go hug a Yeti. Get some coils. Got them in here. Also, dropped a couple videos this week for the Duck Pond line. Check those out. Great flavors from Ohmageddon Eliquid.com. And if you order from there, you can use coupon code LIFA or Yeti or Fresho3 or Golf T Vapes and get 10% off. Meter, you got a code over there? If he did, we can't hear him, so it's all right. Other than that, look up some Vaping Swag. VapingSwag.com. Get a cool Addy Toony t-shirt. It's probably backwards. It's all right. You can't see it again. Get some dark. It's a great juice. And check out Fresh's show on Friday. Back to you, TJ.
All right. And for the guy who started my journey, I'm going to just pass the mic off to you. Fresh, have at it.
Hello. I miss you, Gizzard Stew. I missed you. Feel better, homie. You're not allowed to skip a bunch of shows anymore after you go ice fishing. I'm Fresho3. I am hosting a show this Friday. We're going to have Jen Berger-Coleman on, so that's going to be super awesome. She's one of the most active advocates that you're ever going to run across. So swing on by. She's got a lot of good information. I'm sure it'll be a lot of good talk about kind of what the future of vaping is going to hold. And then Saturday, we will do the typical DIY show. And then make sure you tune in Mondays for Fresh from the Kitchen with TVC over on the Vapor Chronicles channel. We had a really good turnout on the first episode, so swing on by for the second episode. We're going to be doing concentrates, and it'll be awesome. Everybody check out Adore Eliquid, AdoreEliquid.com. She's awesome. We all know Dawn. She's the heart of our community. She is the best. She makes the tastiest of everything. Vaping Swag, Dean is another awesome person. I guess, I can't say Dawn makes the tastiest of everything because I'm not sure she can beat Dean's vanilla custard. Dang it.
Ooh, was that a challenge?
It might be a challenge, Dawn. Although I'm not sure how much she likes vanilla custard, so.
You know, she is listening.
Or we can just all vape this one. Oh, there he is.
Oh, shit.
Everybody go check out hitthatjuice.com. Mike Vapes is another awesome guy from our community, always doing the right things, always giving money to advocacy. Just a really fantastic guy. Just support Mike. Yeti Wire. Yeti's not quite as nice or as active in the community, but he still makes some pretty damn good coils that'll diddle your taste buds. So check him out. Vaping Swag. Get yourself a Fresho 3 hoodie. Anybody in the Freaky Fresh Friends section, I believe all the money from the Freaky Fresh Friends section goes to advocacy. None of us get paid for it. So it's going to help better our community and make things awesome. So check those guys out. I almost forgot one. Heavyweight e-liquids are now back in stock. Heavyweight e-liquids. Go to SouthsideVaporiumAL.com. 25% of the proceeds are going to the Right to Be Smoke-Free Legal Fund. So go check it out. It's another great group of guys, Dear Addy and Heavy Metal Vapor, doing the right thing. Educate, advocate, be good for this community, be beautiful to each other. Back to TJ for the weather.
It's cold as a motherfucker. Since somebody decided to show up late, I'm just going to give them the mic, let them have at it. You know who you are.
I just came to, I thought you'd need help closing out the show.
I was going to say, he clearly has something to say.
Okay.
This man wandered into the room with an agenda.
Obviously.
The reason I wasn't on tonight is I'm not feeling the best. So
You don't look like you're feeling well, Gizzard.
You don't look too well.
So, but I was watching you guys and participating over trolling the chat. So I figured that at least I would come on and do my usual outro. So back to you, TJ.
All right. Well, that sounds good to me. I like where your head's at. As usual, you guys all know who I am. I'm TJ. Don't have a whole lot else to pimp out. Everybody basically nails everything down the fucking wall for me. As usual, everybody who's on the panel who does have a YouTube channel here does have a link in the description below. If you're not subbed to him, go sub. That includes Meter. He does have a link down there for you guys now as well. Yeti doesn't have a YouTube channel. However, does have YetiWire.com. There's a link for that in the description as well. Go get your taste buds diddled.
And an Instagram.
Oh, and he says an Instagrizzle as well. So other than that, another routine, head on over to adoreeliquid.com, pick up some of those tasty e-liquids, get those concentrates. The only way you can get that added yogurt is via concentrate, so time to learn to DIY if you haven't yet. Also, head on over to...
All the proceeds go to notblowing.smoke.org.
That's right. Has there been a change in which one the other flavor of the month is right now?
I have not seen a change, so I'm assuming it's still Dulce de Leche and Banana Bondage.
And the banana bondage, that's right. Also, if you're looking for other tasty e-liquids, as they said before, Ohmageddon multitude of different codes there. LIFA, Yeti, Fresh03, Galti Vapes. Also, head over to Vaping Swag, as they're saying. Get yourself some wicked t-shirts. Go check out that entire line that he's put out in the rainbow fashion. To be honest, green and yellow, those are my go-tos from there. Those are phenomenal. Other than that, I don't have a whole lot to say, other than, as I said earlier, don't share stupid people being stupid. Do your part to advocate and educate. That is not part of it. And remember, it's not for ourselves. It's not for the person to your left and your right. It's more so for that person that comes behind us who's making that switch. So do your part. As long as everybody in the community is doing so, we'll be all right. And again, before I forget about this, and I don't think anybody should, that raffle that we had as a community was amazing. So things like that, when they pop up and you know it's for advocacy, feel free. Chunk your money at it. Chunk your entire paycheck at it if your significant other will allow it, or you can manage to live on ramen for a couple weeks. And that, not a whole lot to say, as usual. I'm TJ. You're watching Golf T Vapes. Enter the man of the hour. Giz, take us out, buddy.
I would love to. Except LIFA is presented.
No, he's not.
Be good to each other. Be good to yourself. And get off your butts and vape.
Bye everybody.